So we are just about ready to raise the curtain on what should be a great SK Light race. Remember, the point leader is Daniel Wesson, and he was a winner the last time we were here. George Nacera had the point lead, ran into some difficulty. He is at a three-way stalemate for the number 2 spot. So we are getting ready for 20 laps of fireworks here in the SK Light division.
Here they come, rumbling off turn number 4. Green, 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 and they're racing. Down to the bottom of turn 1, Glen Corner. Bob Charland muscles his way on the outside. The Turbo Cash Machine. Oh, trouble, further back in the field. Sears goes around. And another car is involved. We believe it's the Andrew Less machine.
And the yellow comes out before our field can get to the finish line. Sears is able to drive away.
So he's having the ride of his life with the legendary Bob Potter.
I wonder if you can wave a flag after going about 5 or 6 laps with Bob Potter.
You might be right with that one, man. Here we go. Off the turn. There's the green. And Glen Corner. Deja vu. But Bob Charland, who keeps digging in, the Turbo Cash. You bring it, we'll loan you cash on it. He's trying to cash in at the front of the field.
Corner able to pull away from Charland, so he has got some giddy up in that car. The inside lane is open and trying to fill it. Todd Doulard in the 16. So Doulard, he is trying to bob and weave his way underneath Bob Charland. They might have come together, and Doulard shoots in a second.
Wow, down the back straightaway, Charland tries to save the car as Nacera and him came together. And we've got 3 other cars in separate locations on the backstretch.
Sandra Cole's car is on the infield road, and apparently her night is going to be over. And it looks like we are ready for a restart. Glen Corner up against Todd Doulard. A couple of young drivers ready to get this show restarted.
Here they come. The green flag now rumbles with the snap of a wrist. And Glen Corner still holds on. But Todd Doulard keeps digging on the outside. Doulard, always strong and consistent. Brett the Jet, his crew chief, has something for him tonight. And then Marcello Rufano after a victory. And look at Daniel Wesson with David Arute right in the mix there, Matt.
Yeah, Arute is in the epicenter of the battle, 1 spot ahead of Wesson. And here comes Wesson to the outside. When that car is healthy, you can run the outside as efficiently as Daniel Wesson can.
Off the turn, back to the stripe. And Wesson is all over the back bumper of Brett the Jet. And David Arute is there. Now, moving in, is the number 6 car for Corey DiMatteo.
He has inside position on Wesson, and it is Arute having inside position on Brett Gagnon. So look at Arute. Those 4 cars, they are like twin pops, frozen together. Now we have a battle for the lead. Here comes Marcello Rufano trying to gallop underneath Glen Corner Jr.
Jimmy Fuller puts the setup in the race car, and it seems to be working. As Marcello Rufano, now Corner, continues to dig hard, 3 wide in the quest for the 3rd spot. And Todd Doulard somehow holds her on. Here comes David Arute. He sees daylight to the inside.
As he tries to make a cannonball move up against Doulard. Doulard surrounded by the enemy. To the outside is Gagnon. To the inside is Arute. Now Wesson trying for leverage on the outside. DiMatteo is in that picture. So with the 2nd, 3rd through 7th could fit in a hornet's nest and doing most of the buzzing is Gagnon on the outside.
Meanwhile, here comes Todd Doulard back to life on the inside. David Arute is still there. And Daniel Wesson, he can't find an opening. He's tried everything imaginable. 7 laps of 20. They're still not to the halfway point. Marcello Rufano showing it was no fluke. him winning and back in command of this event. Look at Corey DiMatteo all over Daniel Weston, and here comes David Arute as Doulard drops back a spot.
So the 75 is on a mission. It is Refrano still dictating the pace. And Gagnon in third trying to derail Glenn Corder in car number 27. So as they kick up their heels off the corner, now Weston is starting to move as it looks like he has some steam underneath car number 92.
Weston continues to try to find a way to get up on the podium. He's in the 4th spot. Brett the Jet all over corner. Brett Gagne looks over to the outside of corner this time, and Daniel Weston is right there on the bottom. Halfway down and halfway to go. Here comes Brett the Jet. Down the back straightaway. The champion spark plug machine sparks its way into second. Who's the tail that wags the dog there? Daniel Weston and Corey DiMatteo.
Yeah, DiMatteo looking for some racing room. Right now, a little Woody Woodpecker action at the back bumper of the Daniel Weston car. It doesn't impede the progress of the 92. And Weston looking for inside position against Gagnon. That is a battle for second. Increasing his lead with every lap is Marcello Refrano looking for his second win of the season.
Trouble now. Corner gets out of shape. David Arute does a nice job of manhandling his car. And Doulard is right back there in the hunt.
And a good job by David Arute as he is on the verge of cracking the top 6.
7 circuits remaining. Leader, Marcello Refrano for Weston. Daniel Weston. Weston. His car snapped around right in the middle of 1 and 2. He caught it on the tail end of it. Okay, 13 laps now complete. 7 circuits remain. Marcello Refrano, who's been the quickest car on the racetrack, is on the inside as the leader. Brett the Jet on the outside. Daniel Weston brought out the caution and therefore will go from the back to the front, but he's got plenty of time to do it. 7 circuits, 3.5 miles.
And he has the pizzazz in order to make it happen as we come up to speed.
Marcello Refrano with a slight advantage. Back in command, and here's David Arute showing Brett the Jet a thing or two.
Second is up for grabs, and now Gagnon shuts the door on Arute. Coming on the outside is Glenn Corder. A resurrection for car number 27 as he tries a firecracker his way behind Gagnon.
Meanwhile, the car racing machine for David Arute got some firepower to the inside. Corder takes it in deep, a little tap to the back bumper of Brett the Jet. Meanwhile, as they come off the turn, it's still a side-by-side battle for third, and Todd Doulard is back into the top 5.
Yeah, he's having one of his best runs of the season. Now Wesley Trucker is getting a visit from the 6 of DiMatteo, and Trucker is able to hold them off. Refrano picking up where he left off, but the big battle is for third and fourth. Is trying to get to the outside of David Arute is Glenn Corder.
Corder continues to work hard on the outside, but David Arute continues to run strong on the inside.
But Daniel Weston is up to 8th, but he only has 3 laps remaining. And the drum major of the parade continues to be Marcello Refrano. The yellow flag did not slow him down. Doulard almost got underneath Corder. That left him vulnerable for Corey DiMatteo, but the DiMatteo could not squeeze under him.
Corey DiMatteo trying a different line this time. Almost had the stop from Doulard, then suddenly gave it back. Now, David Arute is gaining on Brett the Jet. David Arute is turning quicker times than the 2 cars in front of him, but the white flag is out. This will be the maiden voyage down into turn 1.
And this could be a grab for Marcello Refrano, trying to put the padlock on his second win of the year as he dive bombs his way into the third quarter.
Here comes David Arute, late event charge. Brett the Jet holds on for second, but Marcello Ruffano will take down a second victory here at Stafford.
Whoa, down through the center of the infield. One of the young season in the division. He will have a lot to say about his latest success story. It's a little precarious coming off the car, but we are getting ready to send it down to Napa Victory Lane. So ready to be your host of the ceremony, the gunner, John Gates.
Okay, Matt Buckler, Marcello Ruffano, man, 2 wins so far on the season. 88 is absolutely on fire, man. What a good run tonight.
Yeah, thank you. We came back from 6th and we just made our way to the front. I can't thank Jim Fuller enough for giving this car. We needed to get to victory lane tonight. We tried some stuff and put back what we had in it, and it seemed like this thing was a rocket ship tonight. It was untouched.
Marcello, man, good job on those restarts as well.
Yeah, I've been watching Keith all these years, and it seems like he was really good. I figured I'd learn how to do it like him, so I can't thank everyone that's helped on this car, especially Buzzy for the slide and for the transmission, and especially Tony from TNA, although he's not going to be with us next year. I can't thank him enough for giving us the horsepower. And as far as my other sponsors, Aladdin Awnings, Bruno's Garage, Wilson Matera Motors, Doug Dunleavy, Chuck and Eddie's, Wheelers Auto Service, and especially all the fans that came out tonight.
There's your SK Light modified main event winner, Marcello Ruffano, and that number 88 car is absolutely flying. Let's talk to second place finisher, Brett the Jet Gagne. Good job. Tell you what, Brett, 81 car looking good tonight, running good. Second place, congratulations.
Yeah, we're improving every week here. We're trying to get some seat time and make sure we can make it out there and compete with these guys. These guys are good. Marcello beat me fair and square, and have to thank a couple sponsors, Cliff Nelson Motorsports, Start Finish Motorsports, Champion Spark Plugs, Safety Aspects, and Johnny's Mud Runs.
All right, Brett, congratulations. Good run in that 81 car. Good to see you back here on the podium. Let's talk to our third place finisher. It was David Arute. He drives the number 75 car. David, hey, the car had a lot of steam tonight, man. You were coming up through the pack. It was a lot of fun to watch. And third place, not bad.
Yeah, it was. The car was awesome tonight. It's been a few weeks in a row here. The car's great. Just come here in the end and run out of time. But hey, another finish. Congratulations to Marcello on another great win. Got to thank my sponsors, On Time Accounting, for all their help this season. Call Before You Dig for this great night. Big Hoss USA, New England Race Fuel, John and Holland, USA Hauling, BA Museo, Olson Apartments, Mayberry Material and Handling, Doug Dunleavy. All the fans for coming out. Hope you guys enjoy the show, and Napa Auto Parts. Hope we be in the winner's circle here soon.
I'm sure you will. There he is, third place for the number 75, David Arute. And another good SK Light modified main event. Back to the tower.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, will be next. A driver from Prospect in the Membrino racing car, Tommy Membrino Jr.
Our honorary starter is...
And that is Anthony, ready to go to work. So Anthony Willamane, we direct your attention to the starter stand and representing Fall Before You Dig, the call center manager, Anthony Willamane, and he will throw out the opening green.
Lights are off on the safety vehicle down the back straightaway. Ladies and gentlemen, Glenn Reen and Tom Abley Jr. making up the front row. This is the fastest division of the night. It's Jackaroot's Dream. These are the SK Modifieds. Off turn number 4. Here's Matt Buckler with the start of tonight's SK Modified main event.
Glenn Reen on the inside of the front row trying to get a getaway, and he does, opening up things early over Tom Abley Jr. as they roller coaster their way into the second quarter. Rowan Pettick has asserted himself early to move into third.
There's no question about it. Look at Ted Christopher. Wow, what a move for the lead. Slingshot move to the bottom. Tom Abley in 2 turns becomes the brand new leader in lap 1.
Best move of the season for Abley. Now Pettick trying to generate a similar type of move. Maybe 2 for the price of 1. He gets by Reed, and he's trying to get by Abley on the inside.
Mike Christopher moves up to the 4th spot. Here comes Ted Christopher in 5. To the front of the pack. Second lap, second lead change. It goes to Rowan Pettick.
And now Mike Christopher Jr. trying to make a racket, getting underneath Reed, trying to get underneath Abley. Right behind him is Rocco in the 88, but it's Christopher with a bold move, like he was shot out of a harpoon gun to try to take second away from Abley.
There's no question about it as they rumble off the turn. Ted Christopher all over the back bumper of Michael Christopher, making some noise as they come off the second turn. Michael Christopher up to, Todd Owen was literally sideways at one point, gathered it back. Michael Christopher is there. Here comes Uncle Ted.
And Uncle Ted is right behind him, breathing napalm in car number 13, as he is able to slash his way underneath Abley, and he is on the move. Ted Christopher has made it into the top 3.
Down the back straightaway, keep your eyes on Rocco. He's also working his way to the front. Reen's car suddenly has become evil. We've got a car spinning. It is the 00 of Membrino. Catania did a nice job to avoid all of that. Will Membrino be able to get it fired back up?
And the orange and purple is slowly moving, but he can't beat the caution. He gets it moving now after the caution is come by Steven. They trying to shore the car up a little bit, get the hand a little bit better. Also in was Glenn Reen, who jacked the car up on that. Made just a few adjustments to the rear end of the number 17 car. Now tailgating, weaving in and out of traffic and speeding. That'll get you noticed and ticketed by law enforcement. Drive sober, buckle up, and slow down. We want you to arrive alive.
Okay, lights are off on the pace car. Shuffling of the deck just a bit. Rowan Pettick on the inside. And Michael Christopher turning some heads here tonight. He beat Uncle Ted in his qualifying round, and he is in the outside of the front row. And he's our snapshot takeover guy tonight. There's the green. And Michael Christopher tries everything but Rowan Pettick. Runs the bottom, and 6 cars have broken in a pack at the front.
And Mike Christopher Jr. has to worry about Uncle Ted. Here he comes. Tasmanian Devil move underneath the 82 car, and they are dead even heading into the first quarter.
Uncle Ted moves into second, but here comes Todd Owen. Owen is up to the 4th spot, starting in the 12th position. 6 circuits, he's moving forward. Rocco is there, Abley is there, and Dan Avery, he started back in 14th. And Avery's up to the 9th position.
Avery getting by Josh Wood, so he has a speeding bullet. Almost disrupted the rhythm of Keith Rocco in car number 88. We have a battle for the lead. Here is Christopher. Remember, these 2 drivers had issues a couple of weeks ago, and now a bold move on the inside by Todd Owen as he is trying to get underneath Mike Christopher Jr.
He works his magic there, and right there with him is Keith Rocco. Rocco thinks twice of it. Here comes Uncle Ted. Bottom shot down underneath Rowan Pettick. Up the hill they go. Back to the stripe they come. Another new leader. It's Ted Christopher.
Leader number 3, Ted Christopher. In third is Mike Christopher. What a job by Dan Avery. He has come from the wilderness. Rocco making a bold move, trying to get underneath Owen, and Owen was ready for it.
Owen moves to the outside of Michael Christopher. Rowan Pennick isn't done yet. He continues to work over Teddy for the lead. Oh, Rocco goes spinning. Keith Rocco spins.
Lean was just able to avoid him on the inside.
Kopsik spins to avoid giving up. No question, he continues to dig and dig hard. There's a saying in show business that they're the hardest working guy in show business. Well, Todd Owen is the hardest working guy in short track racing.
Yeah, I think he's going to be good on Call Before You Dig night because that's what he does. He digs for 40 laps.
Here we go.
And we would like to thank Anthony Romain for doing a good job to get us started tonight. And of course, we would like to thank him and all the people who are here tonight from Call Before You Dig as we get ready to turn up the volume on lap number 10.
Ted Christopher, the Tick Mike machine on the inside. Rowan Pennick on the outside. The Kevin Crowley and Bob Hitchcock prepared car. And Teddy, inch by inch, but not for long. Trouble down the back straightaway. It looks like Rocco is in trouble.
And Kopchik again, along with Catania, the 3 guys who were involved the last time we had a yellow.
And the Dunleavys, number 88 for Keith Rocco, looks to have suffered the worst of the wear, and you can see that by the tire mark underneath the Key Bank Osterman sign.
Yeah, the rear of the car is slanted. It is a late night tonight at Stafford. It started when Chris Buffoni won the kart race, then Johnny Walker was a winner, and then Brian Narducci. Everybody roots for him, and he had a great run tonight in the limited late models. So it has been just a great night. Glenn Rain winning in the late models. And in the recently concluded SK Light, it was Marcello Refrano. And let's see who will join those 5 drivers in victory lane tonight.
Keep your eyes on Chase Dowling also. He's coming to the front of the field as well. Back up through the gears. And it is still Christopher, but not for long. Here comes Rowan Pennick. On the outside, row number 2, Michael Christopher and Todd Owen. Then Galco and Chase Dowling coming to the front on cue.
Right now, the biggest stick of dynamite could be Rowan Pennick. Car number 99 trying to take over the lead. Christopher gets it back as they push their way into turn 3.
Todd Owen almost had the 3rd spot, but Mike Christopher continues to guard the position. Chase Dowling started in 50th, and he's up to the 6th spot with the number 50 car.
And right in front of him is Matt Galco in the 3. Another battle for the lead. Pennick on the outside. They have been side by side for the last 3 laps. As they whiplash their way off the corner, it is still Christopher, but Pennick is in his hip pocket.
There's no question about it. Todd Owen is going to be a factor in this one as well. He's got a fast race car, and he's up to the 3rd spot. Galco all over Michael Christopher. Still, lap after lap, wheel to wheel and side by side. Ted Christopher, Rowan Pennick, and the factor number 3 becomes Todd Owen. Owen down underneath Pennick now in a bid for 2nd.
He crowbars his way underneath the 99. As they kick up their heels in the middle of turns 3 and 4, it appears to be Owen by an eyelash moving into 2nd place.
Todd Owen. He came, he saw, and he wants to conquer. Owen is up to 2nd. Owen started in the 12th starting position. Pennick. Pennick is there, Matt. And Pennick's back into 2nd. And now Michael Christopher works over Owen.
But Todd Owen is on the verge of going from 2nd to 4th. If Mike Christopher can get by, Chase Dowling on the outside of Galco. So he is changing his tactics, moving to the outside, and Ronnie Williams is right behind Galco.
Williams now thinking about a good finish and moving into the point lead. As Williams now sets back in the 7th spot, Chase Dowling is in 6th. Galco is in 5. Then it's a side-by-side battle for 3rd. Mike Christopher and Todd Owen.
And Keith Rocco will finish 17th tonight. There is no way he can improve that. So Ronnie Williams has a chance to capitalize. Right now, scooting to the outside, Chase Dowling. He gets by Galco, and now he's going after Mike Christopher Jr.
Here comes Galco. They bing and they bang coming off the turn. Everybody's okay, and Dowling has now picked up another spot. Chase Dowling is into the top 5.
That was a pretty big bang. Now Panic is going after Ted Christopher again in the battle for the lead. What a war those two drivers have had. Side-by-side extravaganza between Galco and Ronnie Williams in the 49, and right now Galco getting the best of that war.
Williams continues to dig hard in the outside lane. Now Rowan Pennick gives a smooch to the back bumper of Christopher for the lead. No love affair there.
Ed Christopher with 9 Stafford championships. Rowan Pennick with 2. And they are sharing the same air supply at the front of the field. Mike Christopher having one of his best runs of the season, holding off Todd Owen. Also in the neighborhood is Chase Dowling, as all the superstars are working their way to the front.
Chase Dowling started 15th. He's already into the top 5. Williams started 13th. He's up and in the 6th position.
Here comes Owen, inside move.
Owen started 12th. He's into 4th and looking for 3rd.
And every now and then, Rowan Pennick tries to squeeze his way underneath Ted Christopher, trying to Evel Knievel his way underneath the 13 car. It is Dowling trying to get underneath Todd Owen, and Owen was able to shrug him off.
Chase Dowling making a bid on Todd Owen. Williams is there as a factor. 4 cars looking for that 3rd position. Now throw Matt Galco into it, making it a 5 car.
And he has been up in the upper tier of the field all night long. Josh Wood is behind him. And then it's Tyler Hines, and rounding out the top 10 is Glenn Reen. So he has battled back to get into the middle of the pack. But up at the front, the high-powered cat and mouse game continues. Oh, trouble.
Christopher and Owen come together, but the caution comes out for the 0-0 underneath the WEEI Sports Radio.
Fight him off, so this is going to be a bone burner for the final 15 laps.
Get ready, hold on to the edge of your seat because it's a long way from over with yet. 25 of 40. Membrino, the last car to bring out the caution. Topsick, last car out of pit road, car number 31.
And the decibel level is about to increase. And who will get the jump between Ted Christopher and Rowan Pennick?
Green is out. Christopher with a slight advantage. Pennick. And here comes Michael Christopher. As this time, Ted pulls away down the back straightaway.
And Michael Christopher getting underneath Rowan Pennick as he tries to crowbar his way into 2nd. As they rocket off the corner, it is Owen in 4th, and trying to pull away is Ted Christopher.
Williams has moved up on the outside. Williams is up to the 5th spot. His next target becomes Todd Owen. They touch. Down to the bottom of turn 3. Owen fights back, takes back the 4th spot. Christopher, still the leader, 27 in of 40.
And Ronnie Williams has gotten by Chase Dowling. He is now a top 5 car, and he'll be going after Owen. Inside lane now for Rowan Pennick. And let's see if he can use that leverage against Ted Christopher.
Off the turn. Michael Christopher giving it his all to try to get around Rowan Pennick. And here's Owen again. He sees some daylight underneath Michael Christopher. Can't do it. Here comes Ronnie Williams. There goes Rowan Pettick for the lead.
And he is trying to slash his way in front. Gets underneath Ted Christopher. To the line. New leader with 11 laps to go. The Red Baron, Rowan Pettick.
Pettick looking for his first win of the season.
Crossover move by Christopher.
It doesn't work. Now, Michael Christopher. There's Todd Owen. He takes a sneak peek to the inside. Owen is there. Off the turn. Todd Owen and Mike Christopher are side by side, and Williams is going to be the man in the upper lane to try to take advantage there.
Let's see how much bite Ronnie Williams gets there. Trying to overhaul Owen on the outside. He does temporarily. Owen gets it back. Christopher moves in front.
Christopher, the brand new leader again. Pettick back into second. Meanwhile, Owen and Williams are side by side in a battle for fourth and fifth. No Chase Dowling into the mix.
Pettick has it loaded up, trying to get to the inside of Christopher. And it looks like Paul is getting trouble in turn 4. 2 cars go against the wall, and the yellow is out with 9 to go.
The point leader looks like
Todd Owen was one of the cars involved,
yes,
but it looks like the 40
Ted Christopher is the leader. Pettick, Michael Christopher, and then it's Chase Dowling. Another look at it. And Matt, I think you called it best.
hard race. As they come together in about the middle of the corner, Owen on the inside, and he just climbed over the 49 of Ronnie Williams. So we are ready to resume. What about the battle between Ted Christopher and Rowan Pettick? This is as good as it can get between two hard-nosed competitors.
9 circuits remain. They come off the turn. Ted Christopher, Rowan Pettick. Green is out. Christopher guarding the inside lane. Rowan Pettick up on the outside. Here's Chase Dowling. 4 cars contending for the same airspace.
And it's Christopher who has the lead coming off at turn number 4. And Pettick has to worry about Mike Christopher. So in the middle of the Christopher burger, Ted on the front and Mike trailing him. And stuck in the middle right now is Rowan Pettick. And he is trying to do something about that.
He tries the crossover. He's there. Rowan Pettick gets a wheel down under, and Rowan Pettick is back in command.
But Ted Christopher gets inside position. Let's see if he can get payback as they scorch their way down the backstretch. Keep an eye on the 13 of Ted Christopher. He is not close enough to risk it this time. Great side-by-side battle for 3rd and 4th between Mike Christopher and Chase Dowling.
While that's been happening, we haven't even talked about Tyler Hines in the number 25 car, or Josh Wood turning in the run of his SK career.
Now Christopher is where he wants to be on the inside, but Pettick gives him no room.
Off the turn. Still. Good battle for the lead. And Rowan Pettick. 5 circuits remaining. 2.5 miles. Here comes Ted. And Ted Christopher takes back the lead. Pettick settling back in the second. Dowling is moving to the front, Matt. 4 circuits.
So Dowling in the top 3 still has a lot left. What will Pettick do? As it is Christopher. He will usher the field down the front straightaway. Pettick within striking distance. The drama intensifies. Pettick swings to the outside to get some momentum. And now we approach turn number 3. Let's see who will light the fuse.
Down to the bottom of 3. Christopher still there. Here comes Pettick. Tap to the back bumper. Christopher. Little sidestep there.
Dowling also a factor. Less than 2 to go. Christopher knows he is going to get one more attack from Pettick. Here comes Pettick to the outside. And now Dowling moves up. Christopher comes off the corner with the lead. One more lap to go. Ted Christopher in front.
Final circuit. Final time to the bottom of turn 1. Ted Christopher in command. If Rowan Pettick has 1 bullet left in the chamber, he's got to fire it now. Christopher to the bottom of turn 3. Here comes Pettick. Here comes Dowling. Dowling makes a bid down underneath Pennick. Off the turn. Christopher will take down the win. Rowan Pennick by inches will finish in second. Chase Dowling for third. Michael Christopher for fourth. Tyler Hines for five.